And just to encourage all the aspirants, all the candidates, that please make sure you go where you're supposed to be nominated on time, because by 5 p.m. the Electoral Commission returning officers will close business. So if you're not yet there, you're not yet in the queue, at least they know you've been expected and you're around, you may lose out. And above all, let's maintain the peace. Please follow the guidelines. Processions are no thing here. 2 vehicles, 10 people. Please, let's abide by the regulations or the rules of the game. And also ensure you have all that is needed of you to be nominated. Now, we're discussing politics, and with me this morning, I have Marcus Anthony Obonyo, who is an aspirant. He's a politician and aspiring to become the mayor of Gulu City as an independent. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Robert, and good morning, Uganda.
Well, first, I thank the Lord who has brought you safe from Gulu. That highway is a bit risky sometimes, given the way people drive, but you were in Gulu and witnessed that day one of parliamentary. Let's begin with parliamentary nominations. Yes. How was it there?
It was a quiet one, bearing the fact that we had the president campaigning in Gulu. So most candidates preferred to have their nominations today. But beside that, we had the President General of DP, Honorable Norbert Mao. He got nominated yesterday, and about 4 or 5 others. But it was a quiet one. All of them chose to have their party today, the official launch of their manifestos and campaign today. So yesterday was a quiet. Today is the big day.
Today is the big day.
Yeah.
Of course, when we know the president as the fountain of honor is in an area, certain things don't act the way they're supposed to be done, but that is for the interest of all Ugandans. He's the head of state, despite being on the campaign trail as the NRM flag bearer. Now, coming back to Gulu, when you talk about Gulu City, what inspired you? You're an independent candidate, you don't belong to any party. What inspired you to come for this position?
Thank you, Robert. You see, if you love your people, you want the best for them. And if you ask me what inspired me, is the love for my people in Gulu City, and the lack of leadership that is there right now. For quite some time, we have had a kind of leadership that is not accountable. We have had leadership that have not delivered on the aspirations of the people of Gulu City. And as somebody who loves to see Gulu at another level, I felt I will have to blame myself in the future if I don't offer my experience, if I don't offer my expertise in leading the city. So my coming into this race, one, is to provide leadership, the one that is lacking in Gulu City apparently. We want leadership that is inclusive. We want leadership that delivers. We want leadership that ensures that the people receive what is due for them. That's service delivery. That has been lacking. So I'm providing that. I'm running this race not for the position, but for a purpose, to deliver the services that the people need.
Okay, I was waiting for something that you didn't mention. You know, now politics is one of the most paying jobs Uganda has gotten people to take, but you didn't mention anything to do with that. You talked about purpose, which is service to the people. Now, when you talk about politics and serving people, when I looked at one of your flyers, you have issues of accountability.
Yes.
Now, many Ugandans today are not interested in accountability when casting their vote. Actually, many of them, things like accountability, things like, I don't know for northern Uganda, I've not dwelt there for so long, but they're interested in you solving their urgent need of that day. That is bread, some are jono, others, and they're talking, and they will tell you, once for me you do this, it is done. How informed are the people in the north? Because Gulu is northern Uganda, I think we can take that as a case study. how informed are they when making their choices? How aware are they in the various positions of elections? What has been your assessment?
Thank you. I think when we assess our voters, let's not underrate them. You see, sometimes somebody will tell you, I want the Ajono, because that is the level he has judged you. That is your level of thinking as a leader. So if you go by that and by the Ajono, that is how they will take you to be. Every voter knows what they need. Every voter knows what the responsibility of a leader to them is. So if you think you're going to buy voters using Ajono and these small things, and I think that is where the issue of accountability comes in. And that is how in Gulu we have been changing leaders. For those who come and get temporary, they give temporary relief to our voters. We provide iron sheets, others provide small money to groups. But that's not sustainable. And that is how I come in and say accountability. You promised this because you started by giving. Are you going to sustain that? Of course it's not possible. And that is how we are telling our voters that for those who have been giving us temporary relief, their time is up. What we want is service delivery, that is a leadership that is accountable to the people. Present your agenda and deliver on that. If you want to give us things for enjoyment, we shall still enjoy, but we still hold you accountable. So that's the kind of leadership I want to provide to Gulu City, a leadership that is people-centered, a vision that looks at Gulu City as a model city for Uganda and East Africa at large, where every citizen has a chance to thrive. Every citizen has the capacity to live in peace. Every citizen can be protected safely, whether with assets or lives and property and businesses. So that is the kind of leadership I am looking at for Gulu City.
Now, Gulu City as a person, and of course this work cuts across so many people who are standing for various positions. If I had them, I would ask them this very question I'm putting up to you. What are the outstanding challenges of the area where you want to take leadership? The outstanding ones, because there could be very many.
There are a lot of things that are not right with Gulu City at the moment. I like the fact that the press have always praised Gulu City, the cleanest city, most organized. Yes. But I want to tell you that Gulu City is not made of those 4 streets that people take the pictures and videos. We have several streets. But we are happy that you promote us that way. But that kind of promotion has made our leaders to become reluctant to do what they are supposed to do. It's unfortunate that even with the creation of the city, about 5 years ago, we have not improved on coverage of electricity. There were areas that were annexed into the city, but there has been no power extended to those areas. So the only thing they have now that prove that they're in the cities are their voters' cards. They only have the voters' card to prove that they are voters. They live in the city. We have issues of water. We do not have safe water. People are still struggling to pick water from streams, and this is the city, by the way. In the city, people pick water from the streams. The boreholes, you know, when with the city, when the city comes in, the department for water in local government is deleted. The Department of Water is actually taken over by national water. So what does this mean? This therefore means that the city must engage with national water to extend piped water, safe water for the community. This has not happened. And beside that, we've had a lot. You know, every city will thrive on serious economic activities. Gulu City is an agricultural city that basically we are looking at ourselves that we should be feeding East Africa. we are looking at ourselves. To deliver that, we must position ourselves. We have our business persons who should be supported to actually deliver on that. We needed to promote and attract investors in agricultural sector. All this is not there. So we're just a city by name, agricultural city by name. And I'm coming in, I say, no, this must not be on paper, it must come to realities. So I am looking at empowering our local business people, because there is need to protect their identity. We are actually people. We are people who have seen these cities come from town council to municipality, and now we are in the city. So in this, I say it is important that we also protect them. We have seen a lot of things happen, and I want to thank the government of Uganda for time and again coming up to bail out our business persons that are in distress, financial distress. The most unfortunate thing, this has not happened to our people. I have not seen any businessman in Gulu city who were affected by the Sudan war that have been compensated. But we have seen for others. This is only possible when you have the right leaders who will take your issues to the right places. This has been lacking. I am coming in that I'll be that bridge. I'll be that bridge. And then beside that, you know, there's something that is so surprising that I'll give you this data that you can later on go and verify. In northern Uganda, we have about 9,147 children in secondary school that study in central Uganda. Okay? Now, the lowest fees for such is about 900,000 per term. Now, when you put that into perspective, we are actually bringing about 9 billion per term to central region. So, what do you call that? We are actually chiffoning money that we should have been using locally to develop our people. So, I want that to change. And how am I changing that? I want to improve on education. I do not want our parents, our sisters, mothers to struggle. Some of them are actually struggling. They borrow money from, borrowing money from saving groups, from one saving group to another every time to ensure that they keep their children in the schools in Kampala or in Mukono, in Wakiso, in PG, Kayunga, and all that. So I am looking at emphasizing and pushing, because there is no difference between the teachers in the central and teachers in the north or in the
There
Gulu.
isn't much difference.
There is not much difference. I studied in Gulu, okay, and I was able to achieve to be where I am because I studied there. When I started my PLE in 1993, and I was among the top performers in the country. So I still believe
From Gulu?
From Gulu, yes. My school is Gulu Public School. So
That is now a universal primary school.
Yes. So these teachers go through the same primary teachers' colleges, so they get the same tutoring, and at the end of it, they all upgrade through Chambogo University. So I believe they can perform. So we just need to improve on their welfare of the teachers, and I intend to create what I call a reward system, where individual teachers, based on the number of distinctions your students get, you're rewarded by the city. So that way I believe that the performance will show up, and these monies we are pulling to the central will remain, because if it remains there, that means we're going to buy the beans from the local farmer, we are going to buy portion from the local farmer. You know, the teachers, because the number of students will increase, that means more teachers will be recruited. And actually, we may attract more of the schools. I've been comparing and engaging with some teachers in directors of schools in central Uganda, and I told them, we want to discourage, because it's risky to move our students on the roads all the time. We just saw what happened. Among those we lost in that accident, may their souls rest in peace, were students who are coming for graduation. I think their graduation was, today. So some of them, we lost them. We also lost 2 medical students from Kampala International University in that same incident. So the accidents, whatever the things that happen on the roads, we do not want our children to be part of that. So I have told them, when I become the mayor, I will give them opportunities to invest in Gulu City. So that they will actually have, for example, if you have Namugongo, Uganda Matters Namugongo in Gulu, that means the pressure they usually get from phone calls of parish priests, the archbishops, and everywhere to recommend will now not be there because they will have the same school.
If the standard is maintained.
Yes. All I need them bring these schools here, we'll give you where to invest. We'll ensure that we have roads there, we have power taken there. So this is an area, we say this is area for schools. Come, invest. So that way I believe we will reduce the hemorrhage of money to central, and we will
keep the money within Gulu.
Keep the money within, because I believe that when Gulu rises, northern Uganda will rise. And when northern Uganda rises, Uganda will grow, will become a very powerful nation, because there is no anything more powerful than agriculture in the whole world. In the next world war, it's going to be about food and natural food that are not GMOs, and we have the opportunity in Gulu. Thank you. Now,
very interesting character I have here, warming up for Gulu City Mayor. Sit there. Now, you've talked about some of the pertinent issues. You talked about power and water. But usually, one friend of mine told me that one time a politician was addressing people. He told them, I'm going to construct a bridge at such and such a point, promising what he's going to do. Then one asked him, but Honorable, it seems you've forgotten there is no river there. We are going to construct the bridge. And the politician said, no, I'll construct the river, then I'll make the bridge. Now, when you talk about issues like extension of power to parts of Gulu that do not have electricity, when we talk about water, that is by National Water and Sewerage Corporation, how can a mayor ensure these happen? He's nowhere as the ED of any of these bodies. He's a political head. We are told most of the times, your eyes on, hands off. You know, I'm sure there's a political head, but also there's a technical team there that supervises and sees these. How realistic are you when you talk about ensuring better life for the people of Gulu in these two areas, water and power?
Thank you. We should recognize that these two entities, corporate entities, are actually public entities.
Very true, no doubt.
And they were created to deliver their services to the people. So my work as a mayor is to hold them accountable and ask them why water has not reached these people. My role as a mayor is to hold such entities accountable. I do not have the capacity to just call, come and dig the line here. No. You see, there is what we call strategic partnership. These people will be the managers at strategic level will be part of the planning team for Gulu City. So if I am planning something, these people will be part of my team, because I am providing them the customers. So I expect that they play their role, and me as the mayor, I mobilize the people. So my work will be to hold them accountable and mobilize the people to be ready to receive this service, because these services are not free. So if somebody gives you a market, I think you should be running very fast. And I believe that is what I will be doing, providing them, telling them that there is market here. Okay, we have a community of maybe about 2,000 people in this village, and there is no water. There are about 20 households, or 60 or 100 or 200 or 300 households without water. That's money for national water. That's money for UEDCL. So that's how I'll approach that. So ideally, I will not be telling people I am going to build bridges, then later bring the water. No. I will deliver what is supposed to be done through the people who are supposed to do it.
Okay.
Not myself.
Now, that well said, yes, lobbying and well organized, you believe this will happen. Now, let's also look at another factor. Politics has become something where everyone wants to rush because of the money. But one of the things that we ask is ability. Now, I don't know how many were nominated for the mayor race of Gulu City, but there could be more than 5 if I remember very well.
Yep.
Now, what makes you the best candidate out of the rest? What's your political legacy? You're coming as an independent. We're at a time where one would say Gulu is predominantly NRM. Gulu City, why didn't you? We have a number of opposition wide parties that you had to choose from. Uganda, we are blessed with so many political parties, even some were newly accredited by the Electoral Commission. So, what is your legacy? When we talk about Marcus Anthony, who are you in the political realm?
Thank you, Robert. In this race, we are 6. Others, I don't know them. To be sincere, I've not met them. But my focus is me delivering my message to the people, irrespective, even if we are 100. My focus is on me delivering my message to the people. So if you ask me, who is Mark? I want to make it very plainly that I'm a Gulian. That's how you used to call me, because I grew up in that Gulu city. As a child up to my adulthood. So if you ask me why me, it is because one thing is I believe I have Gulu at heart, Gulu City at heart, because I do not have any other place I would call home apart from Gulu City. Okay. Besides that, who is me, the politician? My journey of politics began way back in secondary school, where I held positions of leadership. But most notable one was when I was at the university. I was the guild speaker. I am the first guild speaker of Kampala International University. Okay. And in that, I was also privileged to be elected the first General Secretary for East African Students Union.
Now you have me, you're talking, you've begun giving me something that you do.
So that is me. So my political journey began way back.
Okay.
And I have been into politics at the student level, but in the national politics, I have been playing what we call behind the curtain roles for many politicians, including the late Jacob Ulanya, the speaker, may his soul rest in peace. I used to do the research work for him, and he's one of the people that mentored me into politics. And the thing he told me is that do not rush into politics. I am now 44 years. I think this is the right time. It's the right time for me to join politics. I have been working in government for more than 1.5 decades. And this sector where I was working directly involves in community development. That's Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. Okay. Yes. So I've worked there for over 15 years. And when you ask me about issues that affect the people, I think I know it so much because I have been with that. I've been there, I've been in it, and I know how government delivers such. And that has been part of the gaps that we have. Government does a lot in the planning and even in allocation of resources. But you will be surprised that on the 30th of June every year, many districts and cities have this thing. The money has been taken back. Why does that happen? It is because some of our leaders do not provide the leadership. Or probably they do not understand how government operates. I've been in government for all these number of years, so I understand that very well. The most unfortunate thing is that for my city, Gulu, it's painful to supervise the technocrats. Because sometimes they will sit back because they know you don't understand. So this time Gulu is having a city mayor who understands how these things are done. So I do not expect that money will come back to the treasury. No. We will spend every money meant for Gulu City in Gulu City and provide the needed accountability.
Now, Mark, let's also look at your ability to lobby.
Yes.
You know, our people know the fundamental roles we are supposed to do as their elected leaders. I want to assume you told me in Gulu at least they do.
Yeah.
Our people know the role of a mayor, a city mayor. They know the role of a member of parliament. But still, believe you me, they expect other work away from the official work. And here it will depend on the power to lobby and exposure. Now, how well positioned are you in terms of ability to lobby for your people? Because I'm not going to ask how rich are you.
I'm not rich.
There are those who would say, so-and-so is standing and so-and-so has the money. Me, that's not my perspective. Me, it is the ability in you that when you go to Ministry of Works, you have the ability to lobby. When you go to Ministry of Health, you have the ability to lobby for certain things that need pushing, not to cause our people to riot, to cause government to act.
Yeah.
So how positioned are you there?
Thank you. I think in Uganda we have a very well-structured government system. You can have various platforms or fronts for lobbying. I think the first and the foremost is we must know what we want as a people, as a city. So one of our front liners in lobbying for us would be our MPs, because that is where the allocation takes place, in Parliament. So how will I deliver this? Every sitting of the council will have all the MPs sitting and joining us, because that is where we discuss our issues, and when they leave the council, they know what we want as a people.
People are absent in the parliament, the speaker is struggling with absenteeism. Yes. Now you expect them at a city. As
a city mayor, what I am telling my people is that I am going to keep the MPs on check, because all these MPs want another term. And I am the one on the ground. So I will be a direct reporter to the voters that these MPs have skipped to attend council meeting, so that they can present our demands. Because what I know, my little experience in doing some little work for the late Speaker Olanya when he was still an MP, his first time in Parliament, was that I learned that many of these decisions actually take place at the committee levels. Now that means I should be able to talk to my 3 MPs and ask them, these are the demands that we need. So they should position themselves strategically in the relevant committees of Parliament. And when you're in those committees of Parliament, you work with one another. That means if I am in health, and Robert, if you're in Parliament, you're in health, I will tell you, my friend, my interest is in education. My people want this. So since you are there in health, I am in education, I am going to champion your demands here, do mine that side. So that is how it's supposed to be. So that means I will be able to follow up with my MPs. That's the first line of lobbying. Another line of lobbying, you can have development partners. I can tell you, Gulu is very, very lucky in the sense that so many development partners who moved away from issues of war and that, and now they're looking at development. And we have the GIZ, we have the JICA, the Japanese International Aid Corporation. We have many of those. I will give a very good example. Apparently, we have cases of the GIZ team supporting Gulu City in waste management. So that tells you that it is possible. So how do we expound on that? So we need more development partners on the ground. And in 2019, 2020, we also had JICA. JICA came to Gulu City and requested, the statement is requested, that how do they support Gulu City on infrastructures? So they were given roads. So if you already have money for roads from JICA, that means the money from World Bank, that is USMIT, can now be done. We can say, for instance, use meat will handle these areas while JICA does this. While the other one is alone, this is a grant. So that means it's still possible. Now, how government works sometimes is funny. You must knock some doors even to get what is rightfully yours. And that is what has been happening with cases where you have weak lobbyists in your local government or in your ministry. You get the funds for your critical sectors are released very late.
Yes, and they have to be taken back because they can't
because
be
you can't
utilized.
implement, and that is an area that I will not sit back and watch. I have told you I've worked in government for this over 1.5 decades, so I know where to tap, and that will not be a very difficult thing. Okay.
Now, Mark, in the interest of time, let me just have your parting shot. We have a replay of Behind the Headlines, please.
Thank you. I want to start by, I want to thank UBC and the entire programming behind Good Morning Uganda Extra. The people of Gulu City watch it. And even now, because we started a little late, they kept asking, we are glued, what's going on? So I told them we are about to. And so my parting message is that we want to have a Gulu City that's accountable, that is people-centered, a Gulu City that works for the people, a Gulu City that is thriving, a Gulu City that is clean, a Gulu City that is attractive. So when the people of Gulu City entrust me, I look to deliver Gulu as a beautiful package for Uganda, because for Acholi and then for Uganda at large. Because when you look at Gulu City, it's the only city in Acholi, and when you look at it, we take it as it's the eye, the ears, the mouth of Acholi. So we want the best, and the best is me.
Okay. Well, a number 6 of them is one of them, and may the best win. To the people of Gulu, tell them we love them so much. I remember the last time I was there with the bikers group. Gulu really was a very clean city. The 4 streets or 3 that I was able to move through were really very, very clean. The people were very jolly. I saw development. The Gulu is developing at a very terrific speed. So make the